was hard.
Hey, yo.
Hey. Give me my respect, my respect.
Ho. How's everybody feeling?
Yeah.
SayLess Podcast, we back. Episode 192.
Ooh, getting up there, boy.
Yeah.
Survivor.
Yo. It's been a hell of a week.
Survivor.
It's been a real crazy week. How's everybody feeling? How was your week? I'll talk about mine later.
Oh, man. Crazy.
Cuz, you looking great. How you feeling?
I'm happy my cousin's alive. Because I wouldn't have had shit to do today. It's like,
it's fucked up. Kenzie was like, yo, so how long you gonna be in the hospital? We got work to do.
nah, for real though.
I'm saying though, like, you alright? I'm trying to feel my way. You feel me?
Like, yo, cats getting accidents every day, B.
Every day. You alright? You tough, right?
He on number 5 of his 9 lives though, so we gotta watch it.
Shit, man.
Nah, cause we can't say that about you, cause technically that means you a feline. I would be calling you pussy, so we can't say that.
Damn. Whoa.
I broke it down. I'm a conspiracy theorist now.
Oh, that's what you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I met one over the weekend, and he had me reevaluate my whole life.
A conspiracy theorist?
He's not really a conspiracy theorist as so much as he knows what he's talking about, and the shit that he talked about made complete sense to me, and he had facts to back it all up. So, shout out to him.
He had facts?
Yeah, hell yeah. He had facts to back up everything he said. I like it when people are like that.
You had a deep ass conversation.
Hell yeah, we was in that meeting for 3 hours, and I was attentive to all of it.
You just don't even stay in church service that long.
Whoa now. I was raised in the Baptist church. Shout out to Bethlehem Baptist. And when I tell you, we was in church for 6 hours in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we stayed until it was dark outside. And an hour after that.
Make sure your journey's for second
I was there
service.
on Wednesday, I was there on Tuesday, and I was there on Friday nights as well. And
why did be in church talking about take your time? No.
No.
Don't take your time. Hurry up.
Let's get
I used to be mad as shit when they said
Let's be like, take your time. No, we trying to get the fuck out of here, yo. The game is on.
But see, my pastor's he's real as fuck, because he used to be like, I know the game's coming on, so I'm going to try to wrap it up. Look, yeah, wrap that shit up. We want to watch
Wrap it up, B.
Yo, my mom used to be a beast at that joint. My mom used to get up there and be like, yo, your mom's preaching today. Yes, sir. My mom was quick. 20 minutes. We good. We good. She got to the point. You know what I'm saying? She was a short film. You heard? She got to the point. Here's the scripture. Here's what it means. Here's what you need to do. Let's
That's how I know you. Everything makes sense now. You're a PK.
I'm a what?
You're a PK. You're a preacher's kid. Listen,
Oh.
them kids is different. Because I'm lying?
Nah, that's fact.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yo, don't it all just clicked. It all clicked to me.
PK.
Nah, real shit. You just listen. Now y'all know, and if you know, you know.
Now you know why he a little shout out.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense. How was your week working, man?
Yo, grinding. I got some good news.
Oh yeah.
First film that is coming out December 18th.
Woo!
You know what I mean? So that's that Craig New Path joint.
I can't wait to see it. I'll be like, I know him. I know him.
Dope.
He gonna get bougie. I told him.
He already is bougie. You see that D? You see that car?
Yeah. He
That
flexing.
nigga don't gotta be
flexing a little
bougie.
bit.
Like, you don't even have to be. As soon as you pull up, they went, oh yeah, that's that. Yep, that's him.
He flexing. I ain't mad at it though. I love to see it.
That's my guy. I do it for the folk. I do it for the people. I'm just glad to be on board doing what I'm doing, you know. So we just keep grinding.
I'm gonna need you to drop me off somewhere fancy so they can think I got a lot of money. I do got a lot of money, but I want them to know I got a lot of money.
Yo, my neighborhood don't even suffice. Like I just like
they probably be like, he's a drug dealer. He sells drugs.
Now they see me in the suit every morning,
the
so they
neighbors
can't be
think
thinking
he's
that.
selling dope.
At least they think I'm James St. Patrick. I don't
Exactly,
know.
that's a fact. They think you on power. All right, so we want to talk about your weekend a little bit. You want to do some intros?
Yes, we got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Bonnie the Body, I'm your daddy's favorite. And yours too.
We got I.F. Kanzi in the building.
Hey, yo, talk to me nice.
That nigga got a lot of money. He's a movie star.
And I'm your host, Blast. This is SayLess Podcast, episode 192.
He's
Yo, she's on a bean.
He gave me tequila, and when I tell you that cup tastes like straight tequila. Y'all are about to get a different Bonnie.
Yo, it's gonna be a different episode. She chopped the intros
all over it. Oh man. So yes, I had a crazy week.
A little fender bender.
A little bit, and it was caught on camera. So
was it?
Well, you saw it.
I didn't see it. I just saw the picture. I didn't see the video.
Oh yeah, so there's a video. The video.
Wait a minute, let me see. Go ahead, I'll give you the play-by-play.
So yeah, the video is up, but yeah, so I was in an accident this week. A truck that flipped over. I was in it. Flipped on my side. It was a little crazy for a second. It definitely got a little sketchy.
Debatable.
Yeah, so it was raining all day because, some people asked me what happened, so I wanted to say it here. It was raining all day, and the brakes were slipping. If you know anything about trucks, trucks have air brakes.
You look so focused when you were driving.
And
you see that face.
And
we need to have this up on the screen.
Hold on, I got it for y'all. Y'all want to see it?
When air brakes get wet, sometimes you gotta pump them. You can't just stab them like a car. Like you stab your brakes.
That's a bad thing to do anyway. When you're sliding.
Yeah.
You don't want to slam and slide.
So you're supposed to pump, which I was doing, and as I'm pumping, pause.
Yeah, slam and slide. I was like, unless you're a pimp. That's the only time you slam and slide. I feel you, but go ahead, bro.
As I'm pumping the brakes, the truck starts to hydroplane. So I was only doing about 15 miles per hour at the time. But when you hydroplane, so you can't stop.
So you're supposed to pump your brakes, like you said.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. But by the time, so I had to make a decision because I was coming up on a really sharp bend. I was coming off the exit. And the guardrail was there. So the guardrail, it was either hit the guardrail and take my chances with that, or the grass was on the other side. So I tried
looks good.
Yeah, I tried to swerve into the grass, and as I'm swerving into the grass, I only turned slightly, and because I just tried to go into the grass where I would still have two of my tires on the pavement, and so it kind of does a 180, and I'm backwards now, sliding, and as I'm sliding,
we can laugh about this yet?
Huh?
Because it was at this point you realized he fucked up. We can laugh about it.
Yeah, at this moment, he knew. He knew.
I'm so happy you're laughing. Yeah, I swear to God, because I was
right here.
If you was
right here. It's this moment right here. Yup. Right here.
No.
That's exactly what I was. Yo, it was so crazy because it was like slow motion. Like mad shit was running through my head.
That's crazy.
I just was thinking in my head, for real. Once it started turning, I was like, all right, I'm cool. But it kind of hit a ditch as it's turning. So it was like, boom, and I was like, oh, I'm tipping over. So at that point, I'm starting to think, oh,
what were you carrying?
I'm going to die. I was cardboard.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like, that's what the other issue was, is there wasn't a lot of weight on the truck. If there was weight on the truck, I wouldn't have probably slid. I wouldn't have hydroplaned. That would have stopped better. But because I was a light load, it just took. And once I started tipping over, I started thinking shit, damn, I started thinking I'm not gonna make it.
Did I hurt anybody else too? You think about that?
Yeah. Well, nah, because there was nobody even there. It was just me on that road. But I started thinking damn, did I tell everybody I love them? Is my family going to be okay when I'm gone? I'm even thinking in my head damn, we got the holiday extravaganza up. They gonna have my picture up.
Nah, nigga, we would have canceled that shit ASAP Rocky. I'm dead ass serious. First of all, U Street don't move without Podcast Poppy. So, Everything would have been canceled.
I would have wanted y'all to keep going though.
Nah,
like,
fuck that.
Nah, we would've kept going.
Fuck that. I'd have parked myself. Y'all can keep going if y'all want to. That's my soul twin. So I felt like my soul's not here no more. I'm just out here by myself. By myself now. Yeah, no, that would have changed shit.
It was definitely
changed the game
scary.
drastically, but still, like, yeah. But that's not. I ain't talking about that, man. God damn, man. Podcast, Papa Lico, Pop.
Yeah, so either way, I'm here. I'm happy to still be here.
That's scary.
Yeah, it was a little scary. So I had to be put in the ambulance, and they took me to the hospital.
I heard somebody
and all that stuff.
I knew somebody was holding your neck because I was on the phone. I called ASAP. But yeah, they was like somebody was holding his neck. I was like, it had to be one of us that couldn't keep going.
It was a nurse, yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to stop for accidents and shit like that. Sometimes I'll be just keep going.
It was
like,
crazy because like.
I was just playing.
So let me tell you this part too. Like I told y'all off air, but so after the actual fall, like the truck tipped on my side. If I wasn't in my seatbelt, I'd be dead. Like it would have ejected me from the seat.
Thank God you ain't too cool for the
safe. And the crazy shit is like, never mind. I won't even say that. Wear your seatbelt. So as I'm in there, I get the fucking seatbelt off. I'm trying to climb to the top. It's too high.
Were you upside down or just on your side?
On the side.
Okay.
But it was on my side, so
you had to crawl out.
I would have had to climb to the top, and I couldn't get up there. There was too much shit, so I couldn't make it to the top. So I started panicking. So I started kicking the window, and this other truck driver had just pulled over. So he comes over with his flashlight, and boom, and like it shatters it a little bit. So then I was able to kick it out the whole way. And as soon as I get out there, I start grabbing my phone because I had to call people. He calls 911, and they told me like, yo, just chill, just lay down. And that's when the nurse pulled up. She grabs my neck. She's telling me to relax. I call Yaz. I'm like, yo, I was in an accident. Crazy shit is she was mad at me that day, but she did pick up, and yeah, she was there within a couple minutes.
She could be mad if she wanted you. That if don't nothing else move her, you do.
Yeah. So she came. I went to Hershey Medical Center, but they ran the test, and I'm a little messed up. I will be in physical therapy for a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Like I'm better off with physical therapy than I am. Like I'd rather have that than be on the other side of the ground.
Right.
So yeah, those are the details of what happened. I don't really have any more. Like it's maybe we can.
This
one. So maybe we can. I was thinking though, like those videos of the video that I posted, people were like, "Damn, he was." I was actually taking those videos to send to Yaz and the kids to let them know like what's going on, where I'm at. But yes, the next day, once I was at the hospital, I did think this would make for great content. So I made a video.
Business is business, yes.
So yeah, I put out that video.
This will be great for the show.
It's a great one.
This will get us a bunch of views.
But not only was it great content, it was a teachable moment. Like, cause yeah, I'm not even bullshitting. The seatbelt, like if that seatbelt wasn't on, the way the truck hit, I just it would have been a wrap. So thank God for that. But yeah, I'm here. Let's go. Let's talk about what's been going on this week outside of my shit. Oh, I got to see Maxwell. I saw Maxwell Saturday.
Then he was at the concert and all that.
Yeah, that was.
Did
2
he
days
have them
after
knees?
That. He didn't do that.
He didn't do the mega knees?
He didn't do that, but he killed it. Like Maxwell live sounds like the album. Like,
yeah.
He's
I love when that happens, because sometimes if you go to a concert, you could tell like they're lip syncing. That shit takes away from it.
Yeah, I've always been a super big fan of Maxwell too. Like Maxwell gets a lot of play in the crib. Like the whole neo soul vibe.
Freak ball.
Right, basically. If we're listening to Maxwell, we're fucking.
Yeah. I mean Maxwell. Listen, Maxwell made for some great times.
Some great kids, right?
Maxwell came out in the 90s, yo, and he came out when I think when I was in college, and that's when I was introduced to Maxwell. And
so you were still fucking when Maxwell came out. You wasn't making love yet.
Like you said, still like he's done right now. You're not fucking no more.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a difference. He didn't know what making love for real was. You don't know that shit. What
I do now is an art. What I was doing then was crazy. It's an art form.
Now I give a fuck about her too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah.
I give a fuck about her shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, word up. That's how y'all niggas be doing it.
See what I'm saying?
Dude, but there's still guys out there that don't care about taking care of the woman, right?
Yeah.
Like there's dude. Do you get a lot of that?
Yo, listen,
I wouldn't know because if you're fucking me, I'm worried about myself first because I know niggas. I know how niggas give it up. So, I mean, but is there men who actually take their time? Well, I know there is men that take their time. I've had a nigga kiss my ass before, and that shit made me like, yeah, that was it. That was it. Until you have a nigga kiss all over your body, I don't know what it's like.
What is it?
He kissed that stretch mark. I was like, zebra cake.
Oh shit.
Wow.
He said, animal. I said, oh shit. He know this pussy. Wow.
Oh my god.
Look, y'all gave me tequila. No, but for real.
Yeah, just gonna be crazy.
What was the question again?
She spaced out. She's just talking crazy.
Cause listen, so is it that nigga kissed my ass. That shit hit different.
Do you think there's a bigger percentage of?
Nah, he kissed it like he was like, you could tell like the kiss was just like a kiss you would give a newborn baby almost. Like I was like, oh my god, it just made me quiver inside, and it makes me moist thinking about it.
That question, please.
Do you think there's more like a bigger percentage of men who are out for themselves or more men that are taking their time with the woman?
Most men that just hit it and quit it.
Yeah, I would say most men like.
Is that true?
Yes. No.
That nigga is not lying. He's not lying.
It was good. It was funny.
I think that there's a difference because you know if you as a man know if you're gonna keep this person or if you're just hitting the hit. Like, listen. I'm not giving this A1.
Quality dick down is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Listen, you can't be doing that. Listen, I learned young. I'm gonna be honest. I learned young that quality dick down, doing the crazy all that extra shit will drive them.
And they go crazy. For real.
Now you got this quick hit around that you
shit,
don't want,
and that's not.
She's the one.
That's not.
That's what the fuck y'all get.
That's not just hyperbole.
I just don't want to be in the group chat. It was my ego.
They will real life get crazy.
That's what y'all.
It was my ego. I'm like, yo, I gotta.
Why is that?
I gotta hit
every
joint.
Why do dick make us go crazy?
Why are men wired to the point where it doesn't matter how good the sex is, we can just step up? But a woman, she goes. Nah, sometimes. You think?
Look at all the domestic violence.
Yeah, you're right.
You think domestic violence comes from whack poo-poo?
Yeah, you're right.
That comes from good poo-poo.
Right.
And then you don't know how to act.
Right. That nigga that crema de mi
over. I think, you're right. Men do it too.
You said it's over, bitch.
You're right.
Now she got a black eye and shit.
I said why?
But women, but women.
Why do we go crazy over dick? Why do y'all drive us crazy and then y'all don't want to go?
What do you mean?
Why do niggas drive women crazy and then when we get crazy, y'all be like, oh my god, why you don't want to get crazy too?
No, you know what I mean? Like, crazy too.
What Drake say? What Drake say? You made me this way.
I don't want to get crazy. I want to.
I mean, you can't drive a girl crazy if you don't want her to go. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you quality dicking somebody down, you do it once and it's over. All right, whatever. She should take that as an L. But some women just don't do that. They be like, oh, he fucked me like this because he loved me. Y'all be out here telling bitches y'all love them even when you don't.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Wait. This is where I come in. But I'm the attorney. I'll tell you, no. Broke motherfuckers do that. Homeless motherfuckers don't get it. Motherfuckers do that in the wintertime. They tell you
I know
they
niggas
love
who
it,
got their own everything and still tell these bitches they love them.
Hold up, but they don't go after Mr. Independent with that. They go after Miss Insecurity, who tells them they love them,
That's true.
And they give them a place to stay.
Nah.
Men can smell weakness like that. Especially a broke motherfucker, like, oh, she lonely? Oh, she lonely?
Oh, her baby daddy just left.
Baby, give him the credit. When you got nowhere to go,
her kids ain't got no dad.
You're going to give him savior dick. You're going to give him savior dick when you don't got nowhere to go. Trust me, listen. You know how I know this? Because I was that guy. No, you gotta know where to go. You gotta give him save your dick. That's the only way they're gonna let you stay. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, so if you're fucking for shelter, that's a different kind of D. you giving premium D if you fucking for shelter. That's 100%.
I love you, babe. I love you, babe. I love you too, Jody. I love you too, Jody.
Now get in there and make them tacos.
What you talking about? What are you talking about? And then you talking, man.
No, but
I think men do go hard with women sometimes. Like, but here's the thing. That's because men are more physical, right? So if they want to be nasty, they're not doing that because they necessarily have those feelings for you. They're doing that because they're that attracted to you. So it's more of a physical thing. So the women are dealing with their emotions in that moment.
Y'all niggas can't school me. I already been schooled. I already know.
Yeah, that's another thing too. If you got the
I'll
everywhere,
be around y'all when these cameras is off, nigga. I know.
The wham bam everywhere, and you just look like a buffet. Like I'm gonna be. Oh my god,
gobble them up.
That's the thing. Like a fantasy.
I have a question for y'all. So listen, what is it when a man like he does more like? He'll have 4 and 5 hour conversations with you. He'll treat you like his diary when he don't do that for everybody else. No dummy. You know what I mean? Like
you're not a dummy.
And like sex is not even necessarily in play.
Well, that's a different type of story.
What is that?
That's a real intimacy.
So you're feeling a need for that man because we need that too. Yeah. Like
oh, you needed me?
Especially a man that was close to his mother.
Oh, you thought I needed
and
you?
When that like when a man moves out on his own. Not even that.
Nope.
But you need I think a man needs that that feeling of comfort from a woman. And if you find that in someone that is even someone that you're not with, you keep that. You can open up to that person. You feel comfortable with them. You can confide in them because they feel like
turn the camera
home.
off. I gotta say something real quick.
Nah, man, we don't got no commercial breaks.
Call me. It's like no, I'm just
playing. We don't got no commercial breaks.
I'm just playing. Can we go to commercial?
We don't got no commercial.
We don't got no commercials.
Oh, we do got some commercials.
God damn it, we don't got no commercials.
But I think that's a bond. Like those are better than a great sex bond.
Yeah.
Like those are the bonds that we need. Like
that's how life's supposed to be.
Now that plus great sex.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's a wife.
I've been more of more of the one that got away versus more of the one I just hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause if you just hit me, I just wanted to hit you too. I didn't want to keep you either. If I want a nigga to keep me, I'm not like we're not even thinking about sex in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. Like we know as women what we want going in most.
So times. So women go into it like, oh, I'm gonna have fun with this dude.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to let him take me out. Really... You know what I mean? He going to be my little sneaky link or whatever. Like, we know pretty much what we want going in because we could tell. Well, I know I could tell by meeting a man what he's really about. Right. I can tell by the way he approaches me or the conversation that we have, whether he just wants to smash and dip or if he wants to really, you know what I mean, put in some work and be around me for real.
Makes sense.
And sometimes you can pull the wool over the eyes. I tell you what, it's called
you pull the wool over my eyes. Well, bing bong, you got crazy. I'll probably just move on though. You know, I used to get nutty.
Have you ever felt like went crazy
for
the crazy D, and then you was like, oh, this is feelings.
If I want to be completely honest,
I love.
I've had a lot of good head, but I have not had any D that kind of makes me go nutty like that. Like I've had 2 men maybe make me feel like that.
Like it was the premium gold.
Yeah, it was like that's that top tier. You want a PlayStation for Christmas?
You know.
Oh, you said you need the controllers too.
Oh, and it's about to start.
You know when
Christmas
they start
coming in tax time.
When she
ball out. Yeah. Listen, by all means, I got it, baby. Ball out.
When she start naturally giving you the card, when she gives you the whip all the time, when she gives you the debit card. Bro, you done made it.
Oh, like, you're an account holder too.
You hit the button.
You're an account holder, or you definitely giving her premium package.
You hit that button in the back.
Facts, you know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be like that for real. But yeah, I've had more niggas that I didn't want to keep for real than I've really been like, oh my god, the dick is so crazy, I can't let him go nowhere. My pride, I'm a Leo, heavy Leo shit.
You hear that? They're screaming my name.
Yeah, I'm heavy Leo energy, so I'm the type I don't need a nigga for nothing. Like if you don't need me, I don't need you more. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not crying over no spilled milk. It's 18 million niggas out here, and they all want me.
That's a fact.
Your dad too.
Talk
like, nah,
heavy, cuz. Talk
Let
heavy.
me stop. It's the tequila.
My dad don't, man. I don't want my dad like that.
Listen, let me meet your daddy. I'm gonna go.
You know what I did not see this week?
I could have gave you some.
Old men love me.
Some of the yay support, like all the blind sheep that were not the ones that were calling us sheep that were actually.
Oh, they understand now.
I don't know if they understand, but I know they all shut the fuck up. And I think we've been beating this into this microphone every week that this man is going through something.
No, I think they shut the fuck up because of what LeBron said.
What did it have to do with Kanye though?
He said, "Why aren't y'all talking about like
Jerry Jones?"
Yeah, like y'all are talking about Kyrie.
Yeah. And
to me, that goes hand in hand with Kanye too, because they canceled Kanye and Kyrie mad close together. You know what I mean? So why is that not being talked about?
Kyrie got canceled because of Kanye.
Don't blame that on Yeezy.
Kanye made the block hot. And Kyrie was just collateral damage.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
Because Kyrie didn't even say shit for real. Like,
he posted a tweet that would have been overlooked.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Kanye had all the yay out there. All the yay. You get it? You got all the yay out there. Kyrie came through trying to flip a nip bag. They was like, nah.
Yeah, they was like, you don't see the block is hot, fam? Get your ass in it.
Get in the car.
What I do?
Oh, my God.
You know what you did.
You know what you did, bruh.
So first off, we didn't talk about, because I missed it last week, we didn't talk about the Kanye went and met with Trump. And he met with Trump and he asked him to be his vice president.
That's when I really believed that he was manic.
Yeah. You go in this man's house who was just the president.
And he's getting like in the midst of all them legal troubles. You say, you want to be my vice president?
Like,
who do you think you are?
Yeah, you're my
Jesus
man.
Christ. Like
Jesus Christ.
The audacity that you have to have.
Jesus.
Word. That must be what it is.
And then he goes in there with a white nationalist, Nick Fuentes, I think his name is. And this guy is also an anti-Semitic. So he's going really hard at this anti-Semitism thing. And this week he shows up on Alex Jones, who just got sued for like $1 billion, owes $1 billion for the shit he said about Sandy Hook. Another super conspiracy
So it's like
theory.
Tasha K almost, you know?
Yeah, but on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like Alex Jones
money.
is the king of conspiracy. He's the conspiracy guy. He just got sued nationally for the shit he said about Sandy Hook, saying that Sandy Hook didn't really happen when all these people lost kids in that school when Sandy Hook happened. So yeah.
Never mind.
So he.
Nah, say nothing.
Yeah, so he lost that breath. So Ye goes on there and starts talking about how he loves Hitler, how there's many redeeming qualities about him. He's very fond of him. Like he was just saying all this, and I'm just looking like, what happened to our boy, yo? Like,
what happened to
to our man?
See, yo, I know, and I get it, yo. I got a whole thing.
When
about
Kanye
that
was wearing the book bag, he was crazy. He just didn't have the microphone.
But he seems like
his mom passed away. That's what happened to Kanye West.
Praising Hitler? Like
his mom passed away. Nobody's there that can tell him.
I'm not. All right.
Why does somebody?
I'm about to be.
Why does somebody have to tell him that though? Like he knows better than that.
Have
Kanye's
you
not.
been manic before?
I wouldn't praise.
No,
him.
yeah, that's what I'm. And
listen, we gonna have a transparent moment because I'm not scared to air my shit. I am bipolar as fuck. When you are manic, nobody can tell you shit. Like somebody literally needs to tell you. Like your wife had to like give me one of the. No. And I was like, oh, real life. Okay. Like it's different. You can't control that, especially if nobody's telling you.
And what's it feel like when you're manic? Do you feel
I don't sleep. Like you don't sleep, you be up for almost days at a time. Like you fall asleep by accident almost. You know what I mean?
Because
like
I've spoke to you when you're manic.
Yeah.
And it to me it's scary to hear you like that because I know you.
Yeah.
So when I hear you like that, I know something's wrong immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why when I heard him, I knew what it was. like I'm hearing him talking.
Nigga, don't Kanye me.
No, but
it's like, no, I'm just playing.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
Even and when you're manic, you're not saying no wild shit like that. No, I'm not.
When I'm manic, I stay to myself because I don't want to have Kanye moments.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, because literally, it's not funny, nigga. Like, this is real shit. Like, when I was like that, I would sit there and I would put notes in my phone. And then when I'm completely regulated, and I haven't been manic in a long time because I take my meds faithfully, but I would look back at them notes like, what the fuck? Like, and to me in that moment, it made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you're outside your body. Like, when he gets on his meds and regulated, he's going to feel like the biggest asshole. Yeah, I think he is, because he's gonna really sit down like, oh my God, like, what did I do?
Because that's
you
not really
fumbled $2 billion, nigga. Yeah. That's what you did.
And this manic episode has been going for so long, like, so. Do you?
That shit is scary. He probably is fucking hallucinating at this point. Like, I can guarantee he's not sleeping.
And there's a possibility he might never come back. Like, he might never come back
from it.
You think he can come back if he gets on his meds regulated, even after going for this long?
I thought you meant, like, will he come back to his normal self?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, because he's been manic for so long. Because we're talking about maybe a year or two. Like, he said he's been off his meds for 2 years.
That's the thing about it. I don't think that's mania. Mania doesn't usually last that long. He's just on his own shit. Like, he's on his own shit. But I do feel like once he gets regulated on his medication and he has the time to sit back and reflect on everything that's happened, he's going to want to do some damage control. But at that point, it's already too late. Like, you know what I mean? You said what you said. Everybody knows what you said. You can't take that shit back.
And it's like he's poking at Jewish people on purpose. Like, the shit he's saying about loving Hitler, like, regardless of whatever you thinking about Hitler, because that shit to me is just whack that he's saying that. But that would be like to black folks saying that you love, I don't know, one of these slave owners, or I mean, like you would or General Robert E. Lee, like him, that led the Confederate Army, that they wanted to keep slaves. That would be like bigging him up, saying, "Oh, he's a great person. This and that." That's a slap in our face. We don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so for him to be doing that and poking at another oppressed population, like, we forget that Jewish people been through hell because they are thriving better than we are. They're thriving better than we are because they're more they have more community.
They come together.
We're so and part of that is because of trauma from slavery. We're always competing with each other. We always don't want to see the next one get up, because for some reason in some of our heads that feels like, oh, he's getting up, that means I can't get there. Mm-hmm. Which it shouldn't be like that. It should be like, oh, he's getting up, that inspires me. Maybe I can do that too.
Because I can do that too now. Since he did it, we can all do it. Right. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I don't know. At this point, we've been saying it every week, and I'm not gonna stay on Ye too long, but I just say, what are we gonna do? I say it every week too. I don't think this is gonna end well. I don't think it's gonna end well. And I hope it does.
I don't know. We'll see. Shit, we gonna see. At this point, we'll see.
He's and I hope that they don't really allow this man to run for president, because who knows when he's gonna. Could you imagine Ye on a debate stage?
I told you it's like
that would be the most watched.
Hold on, I told y'all guys like 6 months ago. I said, yo, back when, like, I think it was like end of last year, like Trump was coming up on the end of his term. I was like, this is some normal shit. I was like, now it's like it's the game's changed, yo.
But here's what's
like everything's media.
Here's what's gonna be so crazy about if Ye does run for president. It's gonna be Ye and Trump and DeSantis on the same stage debate. Do you know how must-see TV this shit is going to be? This is going to be epic.
I think it's cold enough work to watch that.
This is going to be like a versus. Exactly. A presidential versus. It's going to be so fucking crazy.
And that's going to be fucking
Yo.
That nigga going to come in here with his rain boots on.
Who going to say the wildest shit?
Stay tuned to U Street Media. You heard it here first.
For real. I'm praying.
Matter of fact, we might do a live.
I'm praying for Kanye, for real, because y'all niggas don't know how that shit feels. Like, if that's mania for him, which I think it is now at this point, bro.
Yeah.
That's like
no, I
that,
think
that shit is consuming.
It doesn't feel like it's like all the interviews that he's in. They don't all feel manic, but some of the earlier ones, like the ones that he did, like
you could just tell.
Like he just because he's bouncing from one thing to another. Like he's not finishing whole thoughts until he goes to something else. Like that's manic. Like you just bouncing from one idea to the next in your head, and you don't have a filter to stop these thoughts. That's what he. But now it seems more
I came
calm.
up with some of my best ideas when I was like that. I will say that, which is why he comes across as such a creative.
Do you remember
genius.
everything? Like, do you remember everything you said and did when you're manic? When you come out of it, so he's gonna remember all of this shit.
I remember most stuff. Like I remember, like, cause I'm heavy on if I said it, then I said what I said. Yeah. I do. I remember because it's like it was a lot of built up shit that you wanted to say, but your filter was on, so you like, nah, I'm not gonna say that. And when you like that, I say that shit with my chest, and I said what I said, and I meant it. I just never said it to y'all. I meant it.
Well, the one thing that Kanye did say on the way out, he said before he burns the house down or something like that, he said, "Let me throw this."
I caught her with him.
He caught
good
Kim
night.
K with
good night.
Chris Paul.
And he said good night. That nigga put mad spaces and said good night.
Yo, Kanye is good for going to bed on some wild shit.
Yep.
That DEF CON on the Jews shit.
Let me fuck this shit up real quick.
He posted that shit and then went to sleep.
Sleep.
Now then he was like,
the shit's in ruins.
Then he's like, I caught Kim fucking Chris Paul. Good night.
I know his wife was like, get up. Get the fuck up. Yeah, I would have slapped the nigga out his sleep for that because you got me chopped. No, we're not going to do that.
Well, so do we believe it's true?
Yes.
He did
yes.
Hell yeah, Chris was beating them cheeks.
Yes.
Them cheeks.
If he said it, hell yeah.
Do we think Kim is Kim?
Kim is out here. Like, Kim is Larsa.
But I definitely
Kim is Larsa.
Would Kim be the one that you wife if she wasn't Kim Kardashian?
No, like you'll never catch me. Like yo, bro.
From what we know about
Kim,
her,
bro. Like yeah, bro. I'm definitely not wifing that, bro. She got kissed by Kanye. Nigga, I was in there like Kanye walked in with the face mask. I was scared. I thought it was a robbery. Like I'd be fucked up. Like nah.
And I need more details. Did you catch them in person, or did you catch them through text message? Like how did? Because if you walked in on him, that's crazy.
He walked in and he stood there with the mask on for 3 minutes. You just watching him like, yeah.
You know he likes porn a lot, so he might.
He likes porn. He was probably watching like, yeah, I used to hit that like that. Chris,
you think he what? Nah.
Hit the dip.
If he walked in, you think Chris Paul? You think he would have stepped to Chris Paul?
This is Hollywood. They get on. Man, don't get me started. Get us canceled, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Do you think he would have stepped to Chris Paul?
Why he stepping to Chris Paul? He didn't step to Pete. Pete's crazy for him.
Nah, he didn't step to Chris Paul. He wouldn't have stepped to Chris Paul.
He stepped to Pete. He sent threats to Chris Pete. What's up with our production?
Nothing.
So bad. You want to be on camera so bad. You came over here.
If he walked in with Chris Paul,
I don't think he's seen him for real, but he probably heard. He might have. But it's Hollywood. Bro.
And then the pictures surfaced. The pictures surfaced. It was so nasty with Drake and his boys. They all had Chris Paul jerseys on doing this. And they said that came out back when Certified Lover Boy was out, which was the time he was beefing with Ye. So they're saying he.
So everybody knew, minus us.
Yeah, Chris been popping. Chris been busting cheeks.
That's why I'm telling you, it's probably true.
He been clapping the cheeks.
It's probably true, and it was probably one of them things like, oh, they seen her, but they know they can't say shit because they don't want that.
So
lawsuit.
my thing is, well, that's not my business, but
that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna say when I get out there, man.
Because we don't know what Kanye was doing, but if you did catch her, and Chris Paul was knocking it down, and then you see Pete knocking it down. And you still begging.
You saw Ray J knocking it down.
Regular now.
But he was still begging for her back.
Yo, you look like a simp.
Listen here.
You're a simp.
He loves you.
Simp.
Love who you love.
Simp.
A lot of niggas is out here
Simp.
loving hoes.
Simp.
A lot of us is out here loving hoes.
Listen. I can love, and there's nothing wrong with showing love.
But I'm not about to be out here looking crazy.
I'm not begging for nobody. I'm not begging for you.
We're not gonna do that. You gonna fight?
It's not like you're begging for anyone.
Gonna fight?
You're not. You're not begging. Like, it's different if
Fight
she's
how?
the one and she's
Fist
not out here
fight.
giving it to everybody. 3 different niggas is out here chopping your shorty and you out here begging.
Yeah,
You
no.
look like a simp.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's crazy.
different
You're a
when you
simp.
have kids with somebody.
It
though.
don't matter.
Not when that many dudes is taking it down.
It don't matter.
like-
Niggas have babies by hoes every day. What are
They sure
you
do.
talking
You-
about?
you
You
forgive-
ain't seen Maury?
You forgive for cheating.
You ain't watched that show, nigga?
He is the dad. We all thought he was the father, and
You forgive for
Shut the
cheating.
father.
You forgive for cheating once.
You know
and
what?
You did it for your family, and you.
I'm not
you
gonna
can,
say
You
that.
can say love, but you forgive for cheating 2-3 times. Now you
I'm
just
not
you
forgiving
you
no
become a
fucking
sucker.
cheating. Don't
You're
trust me if I forgive you for
sucker-fied,
cheating.
fam.
Huh?
If I forgive a nigga for cheating, don't trust me, because eventually.
She's
I'm,
getting her licks back.
eventually.
I don't care.
And it won't be like that because
It's a
I
fact.
respect my vagina. You know what I mean? It might not even be like that, but I'm definitely in some form or another. I'm gonna make you feel it. You gonna feel how I felt.
So the cheat back.
I don't do the
The
cheat
cheat
back.
back.
I'm not doing the cheat back because for me anyway, I know y'all men could probably do that, but for women, if I gave you myself, that doesn't give me any points. You know what I mean? Because I fuck. You know what I mean? Now it
Yeah.
looks like there's a body on me. Niggas can have as many bodies as they want. Women aren't like that. Don't come over here sniffing because if you smell anything, you.
But women do the. But women do.
Cap.
Women. Women are just more
Fuck you.
secretive
No, I'm
about
dead
it.
ass serious though, huh?
Like women today, I think have higher body counts than they let on.
It is, you know they got to multiply by 3.
Oh, shit high, oh.
I will
Shit
say
high.
that's true.
Shit
That
dispensary
part is
high,
true.
oh.
Cause women ain't telling everybody who they slept with.
It's
Hey,
not,
you
and
should be
that's the
trying to
thing
don't
about
count
it.
niggas. Oh,
Nah, if
he-
you just ate my pussy, am I supposed to count that?
You know he slid in, but he slid in
Am
so
I
short.
supposed to count a nigga
He
who ate
slid
my
in-
pussy? Because a lot of y'all niggas is munches.
Am
Am I supposed to count that?
Is there's a lot of bunches out
Ooh,
here?
You said there's some munches. Put them on blur.
Where's my inbox?
Coming to you live. I hate it here.
Nah,
Niggas-
there's a whole lot of requested. Either like the women
Just
on my
let me eat it one
timeline.
time, shorty.
The women
You
on my
think-
timeline be exposing. They be exposing.
I don't expose no more because I was told that looks crazy. I have a friend that I give a fuck about, and he was like, nah, that looks crazy. Like, take that shit down. I was like, all right. So I took it down, and I thought about it. Like, I don't need to prove to people that niggas are in my inbox. Like, I feel like that is
You don't because that's not a.
you know what I mean? That's not nothing to brag
They're
on.
in everybody's
like, because
inbox.
why are you here? You know what I mean? I
Like,
used
any
to get
woman
mad niggas in
literally-
my inbox when my ass was out in my pictures.
Any woman who's cute and takes pictures that look sexy,
Yeah.
her inbox is gonna be heavy.
Facts.
That-
Your
like,
story's gonna go crazy. Like, that's to be expected.
that doesn't make you special because you
doesn't.
get a man's attention.
It doesn't. It really does not. And
You
it
just want
doesn't.
to know if you're dying or not.
Yeah.
You
It,
just want to know if you're
it reminds me that I still got it
Those-
if I'm putting pictures up like that. But
It might not be an application,
I
but
have
we're
more
gonna
respect
apply.
for myself now. Like, you know what I mean? I've taken down tons of pictures
Speaking the truth.
that I saw. I was like,
nah.
nah, that's too much. That's too much. No shit, y'all was in my inbox.
Yeah,
Like,
we were.
nigga, you were
We weren't
not.
the same. I
Stop
wasn't,
it.
but I'm just saying.
Don't say we.
Well, I'm just speaking.
You're
on
not
behalf
them.
of I'm not them, but I speak on behalf of fuck niggas everywhere.
No lies detected. I'ma speak for all y'all that ain't shit. Not real shit.
So you spoke about a friend that you had that's important to you.
Yes.
So Blair Underwood has a friend of 41 years who was a plutonic friend through. He had 2 marriages. That was his best friend through both of their marriages.
Lord knows.
And now they
I couldn't
have,
be his ex-wife, bitch. I'm fucking you up because I knew it.
Is that slimy? So
It
hold on, let me
is.
finish. So his plutonic friend of 41 years who through both of his
Platonic. Me
your
and
friend.
We're both just consider each other friends.
Also, we're like, that's my bestie.
Yeah, like me and you, we
Yeah.
friends.
You hang out, you're cool, but you never ever went there.
Yeah, okay.
And so they wound up getting married. So they're married now,
And we as women
and
know
the
that.
internet, Black Twitter went crazy.
I
So-
gotta ask a question. So if they're plutonic, right? So if we were just regular friends, why do we have to have the word in front of it?
True. I agree with that. That makes
What?
sense.
I'm just asking. Now it
Because
sounds
sometimes when you,
mighty
because
suspicious
sometimes
if
when you
ask
have
me.
friends, one of the friends is attracted to
If
the
my
other.
shorty would have said, "Yo, this is my
That's
plutonic
why.
friend," I'm punching on that nigga immediately.
I
They
have-
introduced me. Hi, this is my plutonic. So you fucking my.
I have-
my girl.
I've had plutonic. Well, we're not really cool like we used to because they all moved away. But I've had plutonic friends that it was like never. Like we would never.
We have to throw the word in front of it now.
No, we're just saying that to explain
like,
it.
My homie. No, just my
Because
plutonic.
because you be fucking your homies. Like some people like they be fucking their bros. They be so that's the thing.
I'm not broing nothing that I'm fucking. Like
who's
a
fucking
lot
their
of
bros?
Who's
fucking their bros?
And that it comes down to morals for real. Like I know because everybody could say they would never, but they don't really believe that. You know what I mean? I'm just we're not doing that.
And I've also had like girls that I dealt with when we was kids that we never, as adults, we stayed friends, and it was never that as adults.
Y'all know, like we ain't never going there until it's a drunk night, and you be like, yeah, I already touched that, I might as well touch it again. Yeah, nigga, don't. You can't. You can
even
say
if it was
never,
like when you was
you
like
can 16? Say never until y'all be drunk as fuck, and then you look at her and she be like, damn, I remember why I fucked that. It's always we can't do that. I would never. Nah, we not doing that. My nigga not doing that.
That probably would. Okay, so what if you never did anything?
If you never did anything, that's different.
Yeah. Is your girl allowed to have plutonic friends of the opposite sex?
Like he's gonna do it whether I say do it or not. Niggas gonna do what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to control that. I'm not trying to control that, but just understand that if you meet me, I'm a little different. So I'm definitely, if I feel away, I'm gonna let you know. Like, that's all.
Like I have friends, like you know what I mean, but like
we can tell.
My girl's like a model, so you got to like come with a level of security with that shit as well. Like niggas be shooting her in like lingerie and shit. You gotta be like,
yeah, you gotta be alright with it. But it comes down to the fact, like, I feel we as women, like, I know anyway for myself, I'm very in tune with my intuition. Yeah. So if I'm around somebody and their vibe gives off, like, you know what I mean, I'm not going to try to befriend her too much. Well, why can you be his friend and you can't be mine? And I'm with him, you know, that is a red flag for me. Yeah. So now I'm wondering, like, is this a platonic friendship or you trying to fuck my nigga and...
Oh, and I know...
But what if they'd be intimidated? Because I've had like some of my friends that were just friends.
Your wife is intimidating.
They would be like, "Yo, I don't want to be around because I don't
want to catch those hands. She look like she hit hard. I'm light skinned. I bruise easy. Yeah, bitch, run. Don't play with my cousin ever.
You can tell an instinct if someone's gonna try to like press you when they see like, you know what I mean? Like if you let's say you have a man and be like, "Yo, I'm about to link up with Kenzie. I link with you." He's gonna be giving me the vibes like, you feel how you link me like, what's up, nigga? Like, what's up? Excuse me, what's up, King? What's up, King? Like,
I can't even imagine like.
No, like
I can't imagine like my woman having male friends that she went and hung out with. Like, I've never had to deal with that. I'm not saying like it's a super bad thing, but I've never had a woman in my life who had male friends that she kicked it with, like for real. She might have had male friends, but they weren't like going out to eat.
And you know
chilling,
what's crazy?
Like,
and that's the thing about, I feel like people gotta watch the way that they do that, because when I was growing up, I used to hang out with a lot of guys, like, and that wasn't shit besides us all growing up together. Basically, like we went from first grade up to fifth grade.
And that happens a lot.
You know
like when you grow up in the same city. I
wouldn't name drop, but I'm not going to do that. But you know what I mean? Like all of my friends, my male friends, like I can't say but one of them that I was ever dealing with like that. You know what I mean?
And do you chill with them? Like is it like hanging out? Do y'all?
Not anymore. And I will say not anymore because the one's girlfriend made it weird.
And that's what usually happens. That's what usually
she
breaks
made it weird. And when she made it weird, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Only see that shit on TV.
It would never, like, you know what I mean? It was crazy because I introduced them to. Yeah. So why would me and my sound mind, if I'm attracted to this man, I'm gonna introduce you like, yeah, like let me put it together for y'all. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it was some weird shit.
I don't really hang out with none of my female friends. And it's sad because
that was my nigga. Like,
you can't do that now.
Wait, but my female friends, I will say this: like we don't hang out and we don't talk a lot anymore. But when they see me, even if my wife is there, like,
you speak to my wife first, and then you talk.
They still come up to me. They hug. Oh shit! They'll hug me and they'll come and sit down and talk. But they don't turn a shoulder or a back to her neither though. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're like, yo, like they're they're bringing her into the conversation and all of that shit. So yeah,
you better.
I think as long as there's a respect there with your friend and your relationship,
you gotta have that level of respect. But at the same time, it comes with a level of security too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. The one friend that I did deal with, like years ago, like before we even started dealing, like, cause it was always like I knew he was attracted to me. Like we had that conversation, and my first thing was, I don't want to go there because like you're my friend and I love you, and I don't want that to fuck up.
Right.
If we fuck up, you know what I mean? But I got mad respect for him to this day because it never fucked with nothing. You know what I mean? I could tell that love was genuine. Like that's my nigga for real. Like whether we dealing with each other or we not, that's my nigga. Like I can talk to him about anything.
Right.
And vice versa. Like we would even be in relationships with each other and call like, yo, why do y'all and we would have that conversation.
That. I feel like everybody needs that. Like my friends that are women, and my cousins, like I get shit from them I can't get from my guys. Like I can't get from you need that woman to tell you what women are thinking. Like you need those women to.
It helps
to make help me understand women better. Like it's and you can't always get that from your mate.
You gotta ask them too. Did I
some
do
of them conversations
wrong?
that you have with your friend or your homie, you can't have with your girl. Sometimes depending on what type of relationship.
A lot of times.
Yeah. So, but what I do want to say is I've never I could never. I think you could grow to love your friend and not have fucked them before. Like there's a possibility. It's a slim possibility, but there's a possibility in a real way that he was just friends with this woman, and he just realized 41 years later, like, yo, you're everything I was looking for.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what comes to me. Like I'm like, you're telling me, isn't your relationship with your wife, right? Like that's got to be your best friend, right? That's got to be like. Not your best. They're damn near your best friend.
Your spouse should be your partner. That should be your best friend.
Yeah, like that's why I fuck more shorty so heavy, cause that's my that sounds crazy, but that's like my nigga first. You know what I mean? Like we talk to each other.
That's
like,
key.
I call you first for my wins. I'll call you first for my losses. Like I call you first. Like
I never had that with nobody. I only had my folk, my boys.
But I think you.
So when you met her, was y'all friends first?
We met each other with around a clique of my friends, and she just fit in.
But I think a relationship starts like that, and then sometimes things happen in that relationship where that friendship isn't like it used to be, and that's when your friends come in from the opposite sex that'll help you understand.
Now, to me, I'm gonna call bullshit because at the end of the day, I feel like you knew you were attracted to that person. Maybe it grows into that because that person changes as the years go on. Because I will say my 10-year glow was crazy. But I feel like you knew from the beginning if you would fuck or not. Because I still have friends to this day where I still would never touch them because that's my fucking friend. Like, and it would just be weird. It's like me almost fucking a brother or something. Like, ew. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, there was a friend that I had.
I don't give a fuck how you glow up, nigga. I'm still not letting you touch me.
There was a friend that I had that when I first met her, I thought she was really pretty. I thought she was attractive.
And then she started doing meth, and I'm just.
but we got cool.
Yeah.
And we got so cool that she's
like,
talking to me about guys. I'm talking to her. So it was like,
pretty, and I'm gonna guide you right. I'm not gonna fuck you, and I'm not gonna let them fuck you over neither.
And I think sometimes men, especially, we have to have more discipline than to try to knock down every sexy woman, every woman that's attractive. We sometimes lose something special in a woman because we take it there, because we have no intentions of having a relationship with this woman. We just want to sleep with this woman, and now we just lost out on a great friendship, a great relationship that we could have had with this woman that we fucked up because we wanted to hit. I think a lot of us men, we can't get over that. Like, there's not enough discipline in us to not fuck every bad joint that we see.
See, but that's what it comes down
like,
to, because we as women have to pick up the ball then. Because when I tell you, my friend, he tried to talk to me for a while, and I was like, no. Like, I said no for a long time. But then I was like, let me see. You know what I mean? And luckily, we're able to still be friends, like, or we were still cool. But that doesn't always happen. So sometimes the other person has to just pick it up. Like, nah, because if you cherish your friendship for real, you would triple think before you make that move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I fuck with you for real and I love the way that we fuck with each other and we just cool, I'm going to always think twice before I even go there. Like, ain't no drunk shit. We just going to go there and figure it out in the morning. Nah, I fuck with you for real. Do you want to do this? And do you want to lose this?
Yeah. And I think sometimes we just have to value those relationships a little more than we value getting a nut.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because you can get a nut a lot of places. You can't get a good quality friend a lot anymore at all.
That's a fact. On to the next topic, something that touched
deep,
my...
man. God, this broke through, man.
That's awful.
Thank you, man.
Something that touched my soul this week.
Touched my soul too, man.
Angela Yee.
Last week on the Breakfast Club.
Friday was her last day on the Breakfast Club.
She came in drunk as fuck.
So sad
That's
too,
a mean move.
She's a legend.
She is.
I want to say, like, to them, I've listened to the Breakfast Club. I haven't missed many days in the past at least decade.
Yo. That shit pisses me off. But it wakes me up at the same time. Thank you, Charlamagne.
And I don't even understand. I don't think I'm sure they don't know how much they've inspired, all three of them. They've inspired me on another level from their show to the things they do independently.
The
like
boss moves.
Yeah, like Charlamagne doing his diligence with mental health.
Hell yeah.
And Envy in his real estate, and Yee with her businesses that she's opened, the coffee shop,
Always
the Juices for Life.
Getting a check. That's boss moves.
And just the show, like, they have been a super, super inspiration to me. Like, Breakfast Club is one of my biggest inspirations for what I do.
That's my favorite to listen to.
So to see her leave, I know, like, there's a lot of people, because they're one of the biggest shows in the country.
I remember when she first said it. I didn't believe that she was. I was like, she's going to reevaluate that.
Yeah. And she's getting her own show that's actually coming on after the Breakfast Club. It's called Way Up with Yee, and I'm sure it's going to be fire. I just think that the Breakfast Club just ain't going to be the same.
They not, and that's the thing. I was wondering if they were going to try to replace her, and I'm like, I hope they don't. Like,
what they're going to do is they said they're going to like have multiple hosts for this whole year. And try to come up.
Well, it's only a couple weeks left in the year.
Well, next year.
Okay.
So they're gonna do like
host hunting, basically.
Rotating hosts.
And whoever sticks and gets the most views, they're gonna pick.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, things happen. Shit changes. Joe Budden's podcast changed, and he took two of his hosts on and added two hosts. It took me a while to get used to that, but it's still pretty good. So we'll see how Angela Yee is such a staple in the Breakfast Club. It's just gonna be so different. And like I said, the Breakfast Club to me can do no wrong. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing wrong about the Breakfast Club to me. I love the Breakfast Club.
I do too. I feel like I don't know a person who hates it.
Yeah.
Only thing they hate is that yo. The first time I heard that show, I'm like, turn that off. But I'm used to it now, and I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Damn, fucking mic's up today.
Shout out to Angela Yee and best wishes to all of your future endeavors. Good Morning America, the two hosts from Good Morning America, I had their names written down. I forget their names.
The black one and the white one.
Yes, it is a black man and a white woman.
Tearing them cheeks up, boy, and give me a good yeah. Tearing them cheeks up, boy.
They're both married.
DeSantis, something wasn't it DeSantis? No,
I'm about to tell you right now.
Ron, I want to say. I don't watch that shit.
T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach.
See, look, I'm completely wrong.
T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach. They host Good Morning America, one of the biggest morning shows in the country, and they just got caught They got caught on a secret getaway together. He had his hand on her ass in the pictures that was snapped. So they're outed.
They came on air like the next day like it was nothing.
I'll say you can't fuck up the bag, and I'm curious to see what Good Morning America is going to do, but
they said they're in talks.
Yeah, you can't fuck up the bag.
Emergency meetings are happening.
I'm going back to work too. Fuck y'all. Like, what y'all gonna do? Mind your fucking business.
I'm out here clapping.
And we're going to lunch afterwards.
This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Mind your business.
Seriously, I feel like they should mind their business, though, because at the end of the day, like, unless there's something written in the contracts, what are you going to do? That's not your business if their shit gets sloppy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not your business if divorces are filed. Like, that has nothing to do with my professional work life. You know what I mean? So mind your business, unless you're going to fire somebody. And if you fire me, I'm hiring a lawyer.
And it's really not that uncommon. Like when you are a person, when you are at work all the time and you spend so much time with this one person, that's not uncommon. That's very common.
They said they want to know the comments. They want to know how you feel about the affair. Well, first of all, I want to let you know that I am a 7-figure nigga. You know the typical protocol. Get rich and wine, get rich and wine,
I'm curious to see what their families would do.
You wasn't doing it. I came home every night. You wasn't cooking, wasn't doing it right. You wasn't putting it down.
You have to think about too,
Went to
because
the white girl
that's
that went downtown.
where it becomes embarrassing. We have kids that are in like middle school and shit like that, and that's their parents.
Yeah.
You think about you going to school the next day after your mom and dad. You know what I mean? I would take my kid the fuck out of school at this point. Like, we're gonna have to heal this and fix this before I send you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When you're a public figure, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It is, because at what point? Why? I don't understand why people just can't get divorced. If you want to be out here and you want to be living single, get divorced. Like, not even that. At least file the papers. Make some moves towards it. Don't come home and tell me you love me every night if you're going to fuck this bitch tomorrow. Like, what's the point? Let me move on too. Men get selfish, and I will say both people get selfish when it comes to that. They don't want to lose what they have, but they want to still be free.
So what if he was? What if he was going home and telling his wife, and she was telling her husband that they were miserable? And
why y'all didn't do nothing about it? Then neither one of y'all need to say shit about this.
Divorce is expensive.
No, I wouldn't.
They got it.
I wouldn't offer.
Who got it?
Times 10. Those anchors have it. Times 10.
I don't care.
They got money for divorces. They sign prenups. I'm almost 100% positive.
Probably not. Depends when they got.
You know
married.
what I mean? You crazy as hell if you don't sign a prenup and you're in that position. No way.
But it ain't gonna. But
we could be millionaires. I'd probably still be telling you. But now, cheaper to keep her.
For sure.
Cheaper to keep them.
Because it don't matter, because they gonna get half anyway. Like regardless
You're
of what
not getting half.
If they don't got no prenup, they gonna take a whole lot, because once you get caught cheating and they bring that to court, they win.
You gonna see me on that episode? I almost got away with it.
Like, dude.
I would hard to be a 6-figure nigga.
You not getting one of them figures.
7, 8, 9 figures.
You can't
really. I'm not playing.
You can't win in the court system when you get caught, and that goes for both. Like there's women who leave with nothing because they got caught cheating.
Like you about manic, right? Watch, nigga. Tell me, Billy gonna be like, chill. Nah, nigga. It's a wrap for shorty.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to me personally, I don't wanna, and I would never. And that's one thing I even took into this company, because you know what I mean, whatever. I would never fuck nobody within this organization or within any of my workplaces, because I have to see you again. You know what I mean? And if shit goes wrong, I don't want to have to see your face every time I come to do something that I love.
And here at U Street,
or that I'm getting paid to do.
Here at U Street Media, we do not encourage fraternizing.
We don't encourage it, but shit happens sometimes. Like, he's gonna be honest here.
Because every time it happens, it does not end well.
It damn sure don't.
And I try to tell them ahead of time, but nobody listens.
And I tell every woman that comes into this company, I've had the conversation with them. Don't do it. Like, just don't. Don't do it.
So, like, listen, in about
'cause I'm
10
not
minutes,
taking
you're
up
gonna
for
see
you.
this crazy 6-foot guy with tattoos coming. He's gonna look like Wiz Khalifa, but just not as buff. Listen, he's
don't.
funny.
You know what
happened?
happened? You know what happened
to that guy.
Don't do it.
To me, as the boss, like when I see the fraternizing,
you could brag on me because of that, cuz ain't.
Yeah, for sure. But when I see the relationship starting, I already know at some point I'm gonna have to get rid of one of them. As soon as this goes bad, one of them is gonna have to go.
That's crazy.
Because now I can't keep and I know that as soon as
I'm not gonna pick and choose. It's not fair that y'all niggas got it to the point that when we all vibing, it feels off.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Like, we're not.
And it always does. Like, you could tell as soon as it goes left.
By all means, you're grown.
Because now we can't all be together now.
By all means, you're grown and do what you do, but just understand that my vibe's not gonna change because I wasn't fucking y'all. So when I come in here, if I say something about y'all in the same sentence, then well.
Yeah, I'm still gonna talk to the other person.
I'm
still gonna
talking
talk to both of y'all. Yeah.
Y'all ain't do nothing to me.
Like, just because you mad don't mean I'm mad.
Right,
Don't listen to me. I'm too talented. I'm like a quadruple threat. Like, so when he says like getting rid of niggas, it's probably gonna be you. Like, I'm a quadruple threat. Like,
Ding dong. Like, no, I'm playing.
I'm that guy.
Crazy shit
Welcome
is
to the creative director.
What's
the director, bitch, nigga? And I drive a Benz. Honestly, no.
Once the shit goes left, though, it's like usually I don't even have to get rid of them. Like they usually get rid of themselves anyway.
Nigga, listen.
It seems like they're siding here.
Like
it's like they made their decision.
Soon as the breakup happens, one of them decides to leave.
One of them bows out gracefully.
Yeah.
For real, it does happen like that. And I'm happy that they do that because one of those situations, I definitely pick sides. And I wasn't making that person comfortable. I wasn't gonna do it. You know what I mean? Because you was wrong, nigga. Like you were wrong.
And I don't. And that's
I
the
know
other part.
Speaking from experience too, because I remember when I first came on board, like the first year when we came on, you know what I mean? RP, that boss talk on TCP, I remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Savage.
You know what I mean? But that's my homie. But you already know that was plutonic.
Yeah,
that was a very plutonic.
Yeah,
people questioned that mad times. Like he's like, there's no way you have that vibe, and it's not as more as it's strictly plutonic. That's my nigga. I don't even look at her like that.
Y'all don't realize
that's a gangster motherfucker. You know
they don't realize that's a nigga.
That is a nigga for real.
That's my
that is
nigga.
my
what
number.
Up,
that's still my number one nigga. Keish is my guy. That's
big facts.
That's my guy.
Big
like
facts.
for real. Like that was a crazy situation. When I first came in, it was messy though. It was messy
like
with all the motherfuckers from that other side, them other toxic motherfuckers.
I always said it.
Beep, 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 beep. It was toxic because motherfuckers was fucking motherfuckers.
Listen here.
Like I said, I always
half
try
of y'all
to
niggas
not.
was fucking anyway, so be careful how you talk to me.
I was like,
I tried to not encourage it, but
you ain't have to.
and I've seen it all
There's a lot
time.
of shit that happened in that fucking.
But
weird
it's crazy. It's like Walking
Bridget.
Dead, you know. It's like, you know what I mean? At the end of the world, it's like we're all together for long periods of time, long hours, you know. And I can understand how it could just be like, you know, it's crazy. But now we learn business is business. We're not here for play.
Word, I done learned
And I think, like,
from all of y'all.
When you got your eye on the prize, then you ain't even gonna be doing that. Like,
That's a fact.
like when you're focused on what we are trying to accomplish, you ain't even gonna try to fuck that up by fucking somebody in the squad.
And look at all the misfits.
But you see, they're already off the boat. They're already off the boat because their eye was on the prize with the booty at the time. See, I stop playing with me.
Yeah, I was worried about the second one that went.
Cause I'm gonna be here. You feel me?
I just got a text. You throwing shots because somebody here for the smoke, Junior.
Who's here for the smoke? Who's here for the smoke?
I don't want no problems.
I want all the smoke. What up?
I'm not throwing shots. I'm not, and I won't even say the name. I was speaking of actually like even back in the other company too, so I wasn't just speaking about U Street.
We ain't talking about the
but no.
Street, but I'm saying.
And shout out to you. It's all love.
You ain't want no more smoke, huh? Yeah.
But even in that situation, the guy is still my guy. Like that's my guy.
That nigga can't speak to me though.
I'm sorry, that's my homie. Yeah. So
push that nigga shit back blue.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Anyway, go ahead.
So before we get out of here, I do want to say the Nas. We talked about 21 Savage calling him irrelevant.
That was set up.
And then, I don't think it was set up. Nas wouldn't do no. Like, why? Why would he have to do that? Like,
Nas ain't a part of the clique. Like, he ain't a part of celebrity.com. He ain't up there.
But Nas ain't never give a shit about he ain't never, like, in his 30-year career, he's never been the guy that wanted the spotlight for anything. He's never did nothing like he's not that guy. He just
21 is
21. I think Nas probably called him up after he said that, let him know it wasn't no beef.
Can I ask you this?
What?
Y'all saw that meme, you know, the white boys that was on stage and the one was in the background, like, doing all of this stuff? Did you see that? I got to show it to you. Never mind. Go ahead. Carry on. Because I can't unsee it. Every time I hear that 21, could you do something for me?
Yeah, we'll get into that too.
Did y'all hear that song, though? The Nas and 21 song?
No.
It's actually not, well, it's a decent song. I think Nas and 21 Savage on the song clearly shows who is who. It shows who is who. Like, 21 shouldn't be on a song with Nas. That's 21.
You're fucking
I let him get his thoughts out first. First, as soon as he started, I was just gonna. That was my idea for like the whole podcast. I was like, as soon as he starts out, 21. So any gap he gave me, 21. That doesn't matter.
I think them guys like when I hear them dudes, or you be like when they say this guy can rap, he can rap his ass off. As I hear people say about 21, and 21 is cool. But when you're talking about like real rappers, he did not sound good on the song with Nas, and he didn't sound good on the album with Drake because Drake bodied him on every song.
Shit, 21. That's what matters. 21.
But I'm gonna let these little kids do their things. I mean, because the kids, 21. He is like 30, ain't he? He's like
30.
So he ain't even young like that.
He's like 31.
31.
Yo, you're childish.
31.
Yo, oh my goodness. Yo, so December 18th, we got the holiday extravaganza coming up.
Register at Eventbrite.
Yes, you can register on our Eventbrite. Hopefully we get that into the comments. December 18th, I do want to say some things, but every time I say some things, they yell at me because I'm saying some shit I wasn't supposed to say. But we are going to have toys. We're trying to give out 1,000. The goal is to give out 1,000 toys this year. So we are going to try to do that. I put it out there because we're going to speak it into existence, and I think that is going to happen. And we are on our way. The toys have been coming in. Shout out to the whole city who is helping
them toys is
donate the toys. 17603. We will have free haircuts. We're doing something for the little girls. I know they're gonna give like free manis and something else. I think doing something with the hair. Don't let me say something wrong. But yeah, we have the bike raffle. There will be music, caroling, story reading. And this is for every holiday. This ain't for just Christmas. This is the whole holiday season. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Come on out. We're celebrating, having a good time. It is totally free to the community. This is the NAACP Lancaster and U Street Media's gift to our city. So, yeah.
I found it. I'm sorry.
December 18th, holiday extravaganza. Make sure y'all pull up.
Yo, what is that?
Make sure y'all pull up. December 18th, y'all. And besides that, I guess we about to get out of here.
Oh, you thought we was done? Nah, we're staying for another hour.
What do you mean?
January is the U Street last. I think it's the 29th.
I can't wait to see you
With
guys.
these two hosts, we'll be back.
Kenzie, what we wearing?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's your turn to pick a color.
I think that's the Saturday. So yeah, January 29th. I'm pretty sure that's the date because it's the day after my son.
Yeah, you like red?
It's the
okay,
day.
I'll do red for you.
It's the day after my son turns 21. So
you know I always come with something spicy.
Maybe I can have my son.
How old is he turning?
My son turns.
How old is he turning?
21.
21.
Yo, so thank you for tuning in. Tune back in next week. We got,
It's the day after?
Yeah.
Nigga, we getting drunk.
Yeah. Shout out to Trace.
Hey.
He turned 21.
What's up, cousin?
Yeah. But we got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Bonnie the Body, I'm your daddy's favorite.
We got I Am Kenzie in the building.
Yo, talk to me nice. It's your boy Just Cans. I do it because I just can.
And I am your host, Blast. This is SayLess Podcast, episode 192.
U Street rocks the world.
Yep.